Hey guys, what's up? So today's video we are actually going to work on some bounties for good old Calus over here, since it's still the season of opulence. The two bounties that I will be teaching you guys the easiest way to do are resilient, so defeat enemies in Gambit without dying, and then bank on it, which will be bank motes without dying in a Gambit Prime match. You may only claim the 4 rewards. You guys know how this works. And I'm going to show you the easiest way of doing both those bounties. Gambit Prime, there's only 100 motes, and the fact is your other teammates will also help you as well. The enemies are a bit tougher, so we're just going to end up going into there, killing the enemies, and banking 20 motes. 20 motes isn't a lot of motes, so it's not too bad compared to normal Gambit. As for the kills, there's a lot more enemies in Gambit Prime. And so far, as you can see, I have the good old Solstice of Heroes going. So the guns that I'm using currently are Swarm of the Raven, the Recluse, and the Austringer. You can use whichever weapons you want. For the sake of this video, I will be using these three. I know the Recluse is a pinnacle weapon. A lot of people do have the Recluse. The Recluse makes this 1,000 times easier for getting the kills, but if you don't have the Recluse, I would recommend an easier way. Just grab the Lord of Wolves. You don't have the Lord of Wolves, it's fine. Use any shotgun or any pulse rifle as well. Hell, even grenade launchers such as the Militia's Birthright or the Jotun or the Fighting Lion. It's not too hard. We're going to be able to do this just like that. Clear the ads as we go through. Grab as many motes as we can to try to get those 15 out of the way. It would be way easier as well if you did have the collector armor, but it's, again, I'm doing this without using the collector armor just because of the fact that a lot of people do not have an armor from Gambit. At least the casual players. I mean, I have the collector armor, but, you know, it's not really necessary like I said. Okay, so since we have 10, what we're going to do is we're going to bank them. So as you go, what you want to do is you actually want to bank them no matter what. So, for example, say that you got, like, 15 there. Obviously, bank it because, you know, you're full. But if you had, like, 5 or 8 or whatnot, you want to end up banking it just so then that way when you go to the next location, you're not full up on motes. Because the games in Gambit do go by either quick or really slow. It all depends on who your teammates are and who you're facing. Die. Let's take cover. So now that we got our over our 20 motes, we're just gonna blockers. This is why the Recluse is good, because in that way. Oh, invader. If anybody invades on this map, it's actually not too difficult to evade them, in my opinion. You can just pop your super and then kind of dance with them between those little alcoves there. So we got our 20 motes deposited. Now we just need our kills, which again will not be too hard.
Your allies down and out. They're heading back.
Boom. So that's resilient, and that's bank on it. And honestly, it only took me 8 minutes because, you know, 4 of that was literally getting into the match. So obviously it's RNG. It's all depending on who you're facing off against, who the enemy team is, which ads are spawning. If it's Scorn, just make sure that you don't soak up so much damage. If it's Vex, make sure that you don't end up just, you know... If it's Vex, just make sure you're not, you know, going guns blazing against Minotaurs, etc., etc. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.